Hey, welcome to Cognac and Chem with Ki and Marty. You know the vibes. Sit back and enjoy the shenanigans. Bye.
We would actually get to record in the same location in Brooklyn.
It's only because I told Martin that I would come over here.
I was shocked.
He was.
You hear me? Shocked.
What?
Blown away.
So here we are.
And now we're here. I'm so excited.
Here we are.
And it's only fitting that it's episode 10. Like, why wouldn't we?
Oh, it is! Hey, guys.
Why wouldn't we do the absolute most?
Guys.
Welcome. Welcome to episode 10 of Cognac and Chem, guys.
I feel like I look wide.
What?
I look wide. I feel like I look wide.
This is going to be a whole goof troop until we figure out angles and everything. But we can get these shots poured up.
Burrow with us.
First and foremost, because it's time to celebrate. For all those who have their shot glasses, please make sure you get yours ready for said shot. Mm-hmm. I mean, we had to pull out the babies, you know, for the celebration. And then we got a special toast.
We have a special toast.
Cheers to episode 10.
Hey, cheers. Oh God, help me. Oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ooh wee.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ah.
Ooh.
And of course, we pop champagne to make sure that we solidify.
Ooh.
Now, if this thing goes crazy, I'm gonna aim it away from the computer because
just imagine if you shot it.
I'm scared.
I didn't shake it up or anything, so it shouldn't go that high. You should be able to control it. Woo! Oh shit.
She did. Yep, she did it. That was a setup. That was a setup if I ever seen one. That's amazing. And my dumb ass fell for it. I didn't shake it up that much.
I did.
She drove over here. I should have known better.
Ooh.
It's cool though. Oh, let me get 2 glasses.
It was in the thing, man.
I hear you. I do. Keep about to pour these mimosas up because 1, my leg's wet, and 2, she asked if I had the juice, and I was like, I got the juice, I got the sauce. Like, what you need? So now she about to use the mimosas popping.
Oh, my leg is wet. Oh.
See, I told you.
Oh. It's dripping down my leg, Jesus.
Drip, drip. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for all the support that you've given us up until now, and the support that you'll give us through now. You, your friends, your family, your friends, your cousins, your exes, anybody that can support. Yeah, exes matter. All exes matter. Anybody that will support the movement, find some entertainment every week and every weekend, we really appreciate it. Once Keith finishes pouring up these mimosas, we can toast to y'all because we did a toast to us already. We want to make sure that y'all are held down as well. You broke it.
Splash on top.
Keep about to have you drunk.
Yeah. Don't talk about me like that. I'm also pouring without glasses on, so this is about to be wild.
I mean, that's the thing. Cheers.
Really?
To you guys.
Might have a little more in here, but it's okay.
And you, I don't know if she getting drunk, me or her, but
our meniscus is almost level, right?
Cheers, y'all.
Oh, that's good.
That is delicious.
Oh, irony.
Silly.
All right.
Whew. That's dangerous. Let's get these facts out before we start getting lit. You got your fact ready? I'm gonna go first.
You go first.
I'm excited about mine.
Okay.
So on this day, July 3rd, in 2010, Our own Wimbledon women's tennis champion Serena Williams successfully defended her crown, overpowering Vera Zvonareva of Russia. I hope I said her name right, but it really doesn't matter because Serena won anyway.
Women's Wimbledon. That was a tongue twister for you.
Wimbledon women's tennis. Williams.
All right.
Key you up.
My fact is
Give it
today, July 3rd, in 1919, Samuel Proctor Massey was a Black American chemist who was the U.S. Naval Academy's first African American professor. So.
Yes.
He died in 2005 at the age of 85.
Oh, okay. We won't even talk about the end part. We celebrate him though. So
yes.
Toast to him.
Hear, hear.
Hear, hear.
Hear, hear.
I like that. Hear, hear.
Hear, hear. We need to come up with a little phrase.
We do.
Not hear, hear though. That's too good.
Hashtag shenanigans.
It's not shenanigans, but like, okay.
We're going to bring it back to the games for y'all before we get into the topic of the day. For the culture, and it's actually exciting because we can play in person. So she can't cheat like she was trying to do.
Who is cheat? You suck at giving clues. Don't say that I cheated.
I am appalled.
You should be because I was defending that you did that.
You're.
Fuck you mean?
Fuck you mean?
Fuck you mean?
What category do you want to start with?
I'll do girl talk.
Cheat codes.
So what you want me to do with
Girl
the
talk is
I
the
gotta
first
look at
one.
you?
Yeah, you
Look
gotta
at
look at me. You ready?
Alright, I'm looking at you.
Alright.
Come on, Marty, get it together.
Oh, I'm guessing the girl talk. Oh, damn.
Oh wait, wasn't I supposed to do this?
I'm here for it now.
Sit
Actually,
back.
yeah. I still, yeah. Nah, you sips tea.
See how you fucked up already, guys?
Wow.
See this?
You see the disrespect?
And we're in person, so I could really talk shit about him now.
That's crazy. Here. Swipe.
Swipe what?
Swipe. Or tap. Tap bottom. Yep, there we go. Alright. Watch the master work.
Oh, Lord. Wait, up
Go
is
up.
right.
Up is wrong. So
Up is
go
wrong?
Or skip. Go up.
Skip it.
Up one. All the way up. There you go. In the club, who would have thought?
Oh, still down.
There it is. Yeah. You got it. That's
Oh,
it.
I did?
Yep.
Okay.
If you don't acknowledge somebody's tech, you left them on.
Red.
Yep. Not a mom that had a kid, but a woman has a
Baby?
The father is called a
Baby daddy.
Yeah. I don't even know who that is.
Oh shit.
Go up. There you go. And nope, we didn't skip it. There you go. Oh, it's that blonde color in people's hair.
Platinum.
Nah, the other one.
Honey.
Nah,
Copper.
it's closer to that. Nah, it's an ombre.
It's called ombre?
Yeah.
The clue was ombre?
Ombre was the word. It's not on there.
Monique.
I
She's
suck at
loving
giving
hip-hop.
clues. Who is who?
Monique.
Y'all know who Monique
That's
is?
Lil Fizz's baby mama.
Lil Fizzy is?
Yes, Lil Fizz's baby
I
mama.
thought he was gay. You not gay?
He's not gay. Oh my god.
Oh, my category. That's right. Oh, nope. I'm gonna pick guy talk.
Oh, God, you pick guy talk, didn't
Yeah.
Tell you not to pick guy talk. You gotta hold it up.
Oh, that's right. Damn.
Let's see what's going on here.
I got 3, just so y'all know.
Blank and juice.
Gin.
Future be rapping about this particular drug.
Lean.
No, the other one.
Percocet.
Other one.
Molly.
The other one.
All he raps about all the drugs.
Starts with a C.
Oh, you can't say that.
Yes, I can.
Um,
Who's here to police me? Nobody.
cocaine. Codeine.
There we go.
I hate Future.
Damn, another word for bruh.
Bruh. I know niggas not in this game.
Nah. Like,
Fam.
There we go. We say this all the time. We about to what?
Turn up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Oh.
Not Lyft, but
Uber.
Oh fuck, she's on damn. She's on fucking Basketball Wives.
Was it Drea?
No, the other one. What's her name? Evelyn Lozada?
Oh yeah. I never would have got that. I would have just kept guessing Drea over and over again.
Or
Drea, Michelle, if you're watching or listening.
Jesus Christ. She doesn't want you.
I love you.
She doesn't want you.
See, look at that. 5.
Well, that's because I'm better at giving clues than you are.
High five. That was good.
You still suck though.
I mean, 5 plus 3 is 8. You divide that by 2 is 4. Like,
Okay, I like the way you think.
see?
Cheers to that.
Math.
Hoorah.
Math be mathing.
Mm-hmm. Come on, STEM.
Ooh wee.
So, you ready to get into the topic?
Of course I am.
Do you remember what the topic is?
Nope. So this is how our pre-meetings go. Me and Ki chat and text, and she reminds me of all the things that we're gonna do in the show, and I'm like, all right, cool. And then right before we start the show, she always reminds me again.
Because he never remembers.
Because I be doing
Mind you,
something.
it's written on a note.
It's
guys.
literally in my
It's
phone.
written on
I'm
a
looking at it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do better. I am. But as long as we
I
keep
hope
you
so.
entertained and lit, like, be straight. Feel all
I
good.
hope you do. I really hope you do. It's okay.
So today's topic, just to reiterate, today we are discussing unwanted advances by men and how we are going to protect our black women going forward. First, obviously, being the issue we need to address, and secondly, how we're going to improve our current state and why. Like, how did we get here? Like, what? I'm not all that curious, because if we go back and even 20, 25 years ago, like, you got rap songs that were just like, bitch this and hoe that and suck this and right. So I mean, I shout out to Tip Drill, Uncut, but it was, you know what gave me.
Sorry.
You gonna sing it? You know what gave me like a very strong sense of how ridiculous shit was then, was watching I think it was Michelet's Unsung, and it was talking about how she dated like 2 or 3 guys in the industry, one of which being Suge Knight, and anybody that's involved with Suge Knight is in a bad situation. You said Suge?
Sorry. Go ahead.
Hashtag protect Ki. We had this before. I don't know if everybody knew. Hashtag protect Ki has been a hashtag, and now I'm very serious, because she's talking about Suge Knight fine. That just means she's one step away from finding him, and then who knows what happens.
I just, like,
Stay away from Suge.
I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Ain't Suge in jail? Anyway.
Is he still in jail? I don't know.
So watching Michelet's Unsung, it was very apparent, like,
He was definitely fine back in the day. With that shit. He was fine back in the day.
alright, I get it, I understand. But watching her Unsung, like, it really put a light on how much, like, she got abused financially, physically, verbally, and like, mad people knew about it, but nobody spoke up, like, nobody said anything. And that was the era. No, I'm not, but that was the era. So it's just like, for that type of behavior to continue and become regular, sadly not surprising, because it would take much more of a defense or an offensive defense to cancel that out. And I don't feel like America in general values the stories and forthcomings of women like they should, because
Yeah, there's
9.5 times out of 10
there's a lot of issues with not believing women when they say something happens, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which I think needs to stop completely.
Sure.
Because like, granted, we have the whole guilty until proven innocent, or innocent until proven guilty, yada yada, boom boom boom. But like, if a woman tells you something happened to her, it is a 99.9% chance that whatever she said happened. And for one, either to not believe her, or for you to tell her like, well, why were you there? what did you do for that to happen to you? That shit is bullshit to me anyway. And I've had that happen to me before. So it's just like...
See, I've had an anecdote for the opposite side, where there were witnesses and things did not happen, but false witnesses came forward and said certain things did happen. And then it just became like this spiral and onslaught of accusations and nobody knew anything. And then, long story short, everything got thrown to the wind because she was lying. It's another story for another show. But I think that the fact that some of these cases or accusations don't even get looked into, like it's just like, yeah, okay, and then just like that's it. It's crazy because how do you just ignore, like somebody's clearly distraught, they're traumatized, they're coming to you and confessing something that has caused them some grief, but whoever you are as the authority, you don't feel like it's important enough to look into. It's kind of like, so it really does make a difference when people pay attention to the stories and whatever's brought to them, like at least look into it. It's the least you can possibly do. Anytime you ignore it, now it's like the next person, which is what I feel like what gave momentum and perpetuation to the Me Too movement is like there were so many times that stories got ignored and so many times that people were like, this happened, I need somebody to look into it. This happened, I need somebody to look into it. And they were just like, okay, maybe. And now
Twitter's been blowing up with abusers and things.
Which I'm
getting exposed, and it's so weird because like someone I dated got exposed.
Damn. Now, did you know?
No. And the thing, like, when it got brought to my attention, his picture, the screenshot of the tweet was just dropped into the group chat. And my friend was like, is there something you've been hiding from us? And I was just like, no. Like, you know.
Oh, shit got real quick.
Nothing. I never experienced anything personally. And like I told them, I was like, you know, there might have been like a time where he choked me too hard during sex or whatever, but I was just like, yeah, you know, ease up a bit, and it was, you know, fine or whatever.
Damn.
And then like I was reading the tweets and everybody's like, oh, how he's so charming and he's so this, that, and that, and I'm like, yeah, he is, and yeah, he got money, and yeah, he this, and yeah, he fine, and all that other stuff. And I was just like I was literally sick for probably like 2 days because I was just sitting there thinking like, damn, did I miss something? Like, did I enable something and didn't even know that I was enabling it, type of thing? And then it was weird because the way I met him was a little reckless.
Story time with Ki, and here we go.
I mean, I basically slid in his DMs because I saw him on my homegirl Snapchat. Come to find out that he was playing us, but anyway.
Oh,
I saw him on my homegirl Snapchat, and you know, I slid in his DMs or whatever because we was in this STEM engineering group.
Oh, he was STEM too?
Yes, he's an engineer. And I was like, oh, I just saw you on, you know, so and so Snapchat, and you cute, and you know, the shit you would spew. And then we ended up texting, and we decided we was gonna meet up. So now I was up here and he was in Georgia. So we was like, well, we could pick a point in the middle. His hair like floating in my face is pissing me off.
Oh, so he's a southern, like
he is a southern
gentleman.
Apparently not a southern gentleman.
Clearly.
So we picked North Carolina, and he like booked us a room, and I flew down there. And we had a really dope weekend. And then it didn't end well because he was being an asshole trying to play people against each other. But I was just like thinking like, yo, what if like that weekend went completely left?
Right.
Because there was a point where we was at this club and this guy had walked by. He said something to me, but I don't think it was anything smart. I can't really remember. I was a little drunk. Because no, because like literally the whole weekend I didn't lift a finger. I didn't lift a finger for a check, nothing. Anything I wanted, I got, kind of thing. So
this is Ki's life, y'all. I just want Can we?
It's not my life. Oh.
Can we talk about that?
No, we're not talking about that right now. And then the guy in the club, he ended up stepping on my foot. And that shit hurt. And you know when you're drunk, everything is 10 times more dramatic because you're drunk.
Yeah.
Right, so I was just sitting there like, oh, like, you know, I was like, and then like the guy, you know how like, if you taller than a girl, and you want to say, my bad, I didn't mean it, I'm sorry, I forgot. You give off tall energy, I'm sorry.
Bruh.
You talk to girls shorter than you though.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you know how like if you taller than her and you like in the club or whatever, and you come close to her to like say something in her ear because you mad tall, and so she's like this to you. So he was kind of like on me in my ear, but he was apologizing. But obviously, if you know your nigga or something, and he looking at it, it don't look nice to him type of thing. So like he's like apologizing in my ear, and I'm just like, cause I'm literally going like this, so like I'm wincing. He's in my ear, so it looks like something completely different is going on versus what is really going on.
Yikes!
And I felt him like grab me, the guy I was with. Yeah. I felt him grab me, like he put his arm around my waist, and he like pulled me closer to him. I guess to show this is mine type of shit. And then he like bucked up a little bit, and then I was like, no, it's okay. He's just apologizing. It's okay. So maybe that was a sign. I don't know. But either way, it just like it threw me off, and I was just like, yo, is this really happening? Like, what the fuck? Like,
damn.
So I haven't talked to him in years now.
I mean, so even to get back to like the most basic premise of it, right? Is there an advance that off the bat women are like, nah, this is bad news?
Yo, I hate when men tell me to smile. I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I hate that shit so much. Like, why does it bother you? I'm minding my business.
Why can't you smile more? Smile.
Like, shut the fuck up. Why can't you look over there more?
How
like,
Juicy J say? Shut the fuck up.
Basically, but like that, and like, you know, being followed, and then when you don't give them the attention, then here comes all the insults like, oh, you ugly anyway, bitch. Anybody want you? Obviously, you wanted me 5 seconds ago until you realized I wasn't giving up. So like, what the fuck? That's
an insecurity factor. Like, I mean, it's corny either way. And if there's anything I can say, guys, if you're watching it, please understand that you're not for everybody, right? Oh yeah, the dog's going crazy. You're not for everybody. Everything is not for everybody. Like, if she don't like you, she don't like you. You'll find somebody that does, hopefully. And if you don't, then I mean, that's your fault.
But you know what? It's like, it's to the point that like, even if she don't like you, you still gonna get her number because it's safer. It's safer that way.
And that's just ridiculous.
So like, I'm gonna give you my number because I can block you later, type of thing. Even though there's people that like to create different numbers and emails to text you and shit. But whatever.
Have you ever given a fake number before?
I used to do the rejection hotline back in undergrad.
What the hell is that?
I can't remember the number, but you call the number and then be like, you just been rejected. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
Have y'all heard of this? What the? Bruh. The only thing I remember from college was like an internet thing was don'tdatehimgirl.com.
Here it is. Let me see.
Hello, this is not the person you were trying to call. You've reached the rejection hotline. Unfortunately, the person who gave you this rejection hotline number did not want you to have their real number. We know this sucks, but don't be too devastated. So why were you given a rejection hotline number? Maybe you're just not this person's type. No, this could be
This is an updated one because it didn't sound like this.
Weirdo. Maybe you suffer from bad breath, body odor, or a nasty combination.
Bruh.
Nah, that's an updated one because it didn't sound like that, but it definitely used to be like, this is the rejection hotline.
But everybody texts now though. So
well, this was okay. This is way back. This is undergrad. Not that you didn't text undergrad, but this is undergrad. Like you know. So.
Oh, here's one. So say you give a dude your number in the club, right?
Oh boy.
And he says, "All right, let me call you, so you can have my number."
I mean,
does that happen a lot? Because I've seen it in like TV shows.
Yes, because dudes be thinking that you're giving fake numbers. So yeah, it does happen a lot. But I mean, you could call me right then and there. I'm gonna look at it to be like, see. And just because you do that doesn't mean that I'm gonna continue to talk to you afterwards. Type of thing. I will block you. If I didn't want to talk to you, I will block you.
Fair.
But at that moment, it's like, sis, give him your number so he can stop harassing you or leave you alone. And you can decide what you want to do with it.
Now, have you been in a situation where you gave your number to somebody because you felt unsafe? Or is it just like, let me get this thing out of my face?
Off the top of my, yes, actually, but it wasn't like in a club. Like, it was like I was walking to my car, and this dude would not leave me alone. So I had to like pass my car a little bit and keep walking, and then finally, I just gave him my number. And he was like, "I'm calling you," and I was like, "Okay." And then he called me, and then when he walked away, I got into my car and was like, "Block," and then zoomed off. Because he would not, when I tell you he would not let up, he would not let up.
Was it one of the dudes that like bought you a drink in the club?
No,
like
this was literally, I was walking down the block. I was in Harlem somewhere. I was walking down the block. I was walking to my car.
That's my old home.
And matter of fact, I was coming from a date. That's how crazy this shit was. Like, I was leaving
I thought you was about to say he was coming from one of my parties. I'd have felt like an ass.
No.
It wasn't even my fault.
No, like, I was leaving the dude's house. And then as soon as I like got out the building, is this dude like mind you, he's across the street. Like, he's not even on the same side of the street as me. You across the street. Hey yo, whatever the fuck I had on that day. I don't even fucking remember. I think I had on a dress.
Dudes love to do that shit.
Hey
yo, red pants, white shirt.
He's like,
hair tie.
He's like, can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? And I'm just walking. He's like, I know you hear me talking to you. Can I talk to you? And I'm just still walking, and in my head I'm just like, if I get to the car before he crosses the street, it's cool. But you're not gonna fuck up me, so I don't move that fast. I'm just like, fuck. I mean, I can run if I really have to, but it's just like, fuck. All right, shit. So like, he crosses the street. He didn't even. It wasn't even like I was moving slow. He ran across the street to catch me. So he runs across the street, and then he's like, I know you heard me talking to you, and I'm just like, hi. And he's like, what's your name? So I always tell niggas my fake name, which is Roxy, which is the name of my car. I always tell niggas my fake name. And then he's like, oh, that's nice, I like that. And I'm just like, okay, cool. And he's like, I'm so sorry, I can't even remember my fucking name. And then he's like, you should take their number. The best, you know what the thing is? Take their number. Because if you take their number, you don't have to do nothing.
Correct.
So like, I low-key be like, let me take your number down if I know I don't want to talk to you. So I took his number down. But he was like, all right, call me. And I'm just like, fucking out this shithole. All right, cool. So I called him. And then he's like, where you going? I'm like, I'm about to go home. And he's like, oh, let me walk with you to the train. I'm like, nah, don't take the train. And he's like, what you doing? You drive away for an Uber? I was like, don't worry about it. I got it covered. Somebody's coming for me. And he's like, I quit. I was like, no, it's okay. And he's like, I finally got him away. And like, if this is my car here, this is me. And I'm looking at the car, and I'm looking at me. And then that's how it happened.
Lit.
And then he walked away, and I got in the car, and it was out.
Yeah, I guess it's just like I've never been. First of all, I'm not the guy that like tries to pick up women from the club anyway. Mm-hmm. So to even have that.
But this is more than the club, though.
Right.
Like, this is.
I'm just thinking of like worst
everywhere.
case scenario
like,
where
this
dudes
is everywhere. Like, I can walk outside right now.
Liquid courage and all that.
Maybe not right now, because I look crazy. But I could walk outside and some dude would see me and be like, hey. Like, matter of fact, that shit happened when I was walking to the crib. And I look
just now?
Yes, there's some dude sitting out there in his chair. And I'm walking by and all you hear was, oh my God. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm just like, let me get to Martin. Mind you, I got a mask on, my glasses on, like, what is going on? So it's just.
So I've seen that a lot too, like on Twitter, like girls talking about how even with a mask on, sunglasses, dudes are still like, yo, you beautiful.
It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Ain't it nice out here?
Like, what the
It's
fuck?
so good to see you. Like,
When
you
I
can't
went to
see
the,
me.
matter of fact, when I went to the post office to ship off those shot glasses, matter of fact, where are your shot glasses, guys? When I went to go ship off the shot glasses, I was minding my business. I had my mask on, I had gloves on, I had everything. And I'm waiting to go see the teller. And this dude, he's like, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? And I'm just like, yeah, it's nice outside. He's like, it's even more beautiful because you in here. What the? How did we get here? Like,
it's even more nice because you here.
How did we get here? Like, oh,
I'm weak.
God. It don't even make me you cute. Like,
No.
what the fuck?
No.
Like,
No.
I'd be so upset.
I mean, dudes gotta do better.
And I've had instances where shit has happened to me, and like, you know, you try to call somebody out, and I've been told like, well, what was you doing?
I'm sorry, what?
I was minding my goddamn business. What the fuck you mean? What was I doing? Like, it just.
It's wild that people was built like that. Like
It just, it's. They say that the black woman is the, what is it? Most disrespected and least appreciated, and
Right.
that shit is so. It's true, because it's just like,
I've seen that.
if black men don't believe us, other people don't believe us, then what the fuck do we have type of shit?
Yeah.
What we gotta do? And so, and I know, like, I've been in group chats and stuff where guys, it's like, well, what can I do to make a woman feel safe?
Which is
Oh,
exactly what I want to talk about right now.
Okay.
What is it that will, and this is, you can go as far along the spectrum as you want, whether you're talking about your brother, cousin, close family friend, all the way up to your companion and potential soulmate, right? What is it that we can do as men, or any, just black people in general? How is it that we can make black women feel more protected and more safe?
You don't have to be a
In
creep to start off with.
Right. Well,
Like,
yes.
you don't have to be so.
Sometimes you gotta
know
say the
what it
obvious
is?
stuff.
You know what it is, and no offense to you, but men
No,
cannot
okay.
take rejection. That's the
Okay.
problem. Like,
Mhm.
if she says no, leave it at that. You don't have to go after her. You don't have to provoke her. You don't have to touch her.
Yeah.
Like, leave it alone. There's how many more women that's about to cross you at the same spot that you at.
Right.
Find somebody else.
Because you're not moving.
Like,
So sorry. Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
So that's another thing. And then like, Dizzy asked me, like, you know, when it's nighttime or whatever and you're walking and like, you know, there's a group of guys across the street type of thing, what can they do to make, don't even look at me.
Right.
Just let me walk by.
Just let
Like,
me know.
don't even look at me. Just let me walk by. Because naturally, when you see a group of men, you're gonna go around because you already know what's about to come, and you don't want that right now. Some people enjoy it. More power to you. For me, I'm gonna cross the street. I'm gonna take the other way. That's why I like that I drive now. I don't have to walk nowhere.
Bro, that's a blessing for you.
I see you. But it be happening in the car too. Like, it's been times where I've been sitting at a traffic light and dudes is just like in the window, like.
Roll that window. Short it.
And I'm just like.
Can I talk to you? Can I?
Be
What's
like, your
the
window?
so?
I'll be like, your window's only down because your AC broke. Mine work. It's gonna stay up. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Dead.
what the fuck?
Yo, what is the worst pickup line that you've had attempted, or like worst? What's the worst way that a guy has came at you to pick you up?
I've had so many. I don't know how to pinpoint this.
Doesn't necessarily have to be offensive, but if it is, I guess that's a bonus for the topic.
I don't know how to pinpoint this. It's a lot. Let me see. Let me think on this.
While you're thinking of it, just go.
Go ahead.
So guys, if there's anything we can do to try and be more conscious about how
Leave
we
us the
approach
fuck
women,
alone. How about that? Just leave us alone.
That's a step.
If
step
she
one.
wants you to show up to, leave us the fuck alone.
Like-
I'm different, I guess, but leave
The
us alone.
unwanted advances, like we gotta stop that shit. Unsolicited dick pics, y'all gotta stop doing
yeah.
that shit online too. That's not cool.
I don't.
Nobody
Oh
likes
god,
that.
when they be sending you your picture on Instagram with like a video of them doing some shit.
That's creepy. Any level of that, and like I feel like it's one of those the obvious does need to be explained things, but just because you say something doesn't mean that it warrants a response, right? She is absolutely entitled to leave you on red unless there's something that intrigues her about your message. If you get left on red, you get left on red. Like, do something different next time. Don't try the same. Like, don't send her the same. You send her 4 dick pics and dick videos, and expect a response by the 5th one, like, oh, this is great. I've seen your dick 5 days in a row. It's like, let's hook up. It's never gonna happen. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. You just need to stop.
Oh,
like,
I had a corny moment that just happened to me recently. It's like this Facebook group with like the black dollar thing.
Yeah.
You in it? That one. And like I had dropped the podcast link, my Instagram and the podcast link in the comments or whatever. And then I saw this guy and it said that he was a chemist. So I was just like, oh, you know my brain when I be meeting people that's in science, I be like, oh, connection. Yeah. So I was just like, oh, I'm a chemist too. We should, whatever the hell he was doing, whatever. So then he followed me on Instagram and then he fucked it up because he goes, you're the prettiest chemist I've ever seen. And I was just like, you just had to fuck it up, didn't you? It was going good till you said that bullshit. Now I gotta block you.
Now I have to block you. I have no choice.
What the fuck?
There's only one obligation I have, and it's to block you. So goodbye.
I just, my head makes my head hurt.
Read the room, fellas. Read the room.
Y'all are crackheads. That's what's fucking wrong with
Read the
y'all.
room, man.
Men
like,
are fucking crackheads.
If that shit is, it's fine.
Men are
it's cool.
crackheads.
I've never done crack in my life.
They smoke crack. Men are crackheads.
Dudes be going off the handle. You're right. So if there's any advice I can give from a man to another man, a man
Shit,
that's...
I got a nigga in my inbox right now whose girlfriend clearly doesn't know that he's texting me, but that's neither here nor there.
Fellas, please just do better. Do better. Like, if you don't know how to do better, talk to somebody that has done better and ask them how they got to doing better.
I just need to shout out my guy friends, my brothers, because they play fake boyfriends all the time and be getting me out of shit, okay? Reggie, Gabe, and Jay has gotten me out of some situations. Listen.
So if there's one piece of information besides don't fuck with us if you don't want to be fucked with, that you can give the guys right now, live.
No means no. That's it. You know, we should talk about that. Because I have a thing where, like, I don't want to explain this. I need to think of a way to explain this.
I want you to think of that.
I'll
write it down.
I'm going to write it down.
And I'll make that a whole
episode.
It's important.
Alright, so he wants me to talk about it next episode. So I got you.
I don't want to cut that short.
Got you. It's on the next episode. But yeah, no means no. And if she wants you, you'll know. Otherwise, move on. There's other women in the sea.
Read the room. Stop sending unsolicited dick pics. That's what I got for you. Cut that shit out. Because you just end up getting blasted on Twitter.
Or the group chat.
And the group chat. It's not or. If it ends up on Twitter, it definitely hit the group chat first. There should be an automatic sign that says the group chat saw this first.
It only goes to the group chat if I don't like your ass. If I like you, it's different.
Don't end up as that guy.
If I like you, you should know when you can't send me pictures.
It never ends well. Any other shout outs you got?
Shout out to us not celebrating 4th of July because we celebrated Juneteenth.
June 19th is our Independence Day.
However, my mama is still making hot dogs and hamburgers, but that's today though, not the 4th of July.
She's making burgers today?
She is.
I
think. Good luck. You gotta get in the house first.
I need 2 cheeses. You see how I get treated? Y'all see that? I just said I wanted 1 burger, and what do I get? Good luck getting to the house.
She make it. You know what? I don't think it's burgers though. She had like.
Oh, now she's gonna clean it up.
Let me tell you.
Oh, she's making tofu. You're lying. You're lying.
When I left the house, there was like chicken sausages, and she had like.
That's even better.
She makes this black bean and corn salad. That's so fucking good.
Bruh. Fuck what she talking about. I'm
And she
pulling
had
out
po-
to say
she
hi.
had po-
Mama!
She had potato salad and all that stuff going when I left.
Nah.
So we gonna see.
Nah, you playing games.
You didn't use the honey shots. I don't want it.
Oh, no, you gonna take that. It's okay.
I take back everything I said about you making me look like a bitch.
Do you? Do you?
No, yeah.
Y'all remember these? Y'all remember these comments too? Oh my God, you got me looking like a bitch out here.
The fuck off.
I don't got no Henny.
You didn't
out
tell
here
me
drinking
Remy
Henny.
was this I don't think I've ever drank Remy before.
Remy's delicious.
Shit is gross.
I mean,
Let me not say that we might get a sponsor. This is delicious. Mm. Mm.
we love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, episode 10. It's only gonna go up from here. Cause now that we in the same building, we about to be calling y'all on live. Just
Okay,
be prepared for that.
this was a maybe a one-time thing for right now because Martin be wildin' and I don't have the time for that shit.
Oh, she gonna be here. She gonna be here. You ready?
I was off today.
This is our first in-person toast.
I was
Oh my
off.
God!
Oh, Lord.
You ready? I'm emotional.
Please. You make me sick. I can't stand your shit. Okay.
Up to it.
Up to it.
Down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink, motherfucker, drink.
Order your shot glasses, guys.
Get yours
We
ASAP.
have more coming. Oh, God. Oh.
We love y'all. Shenanigan Nights, you are the best. You, and you. Till next episode. We see y'all later this week.
Hope everybody gets fucked and gets a wax.
Have a good
Wait,
weekend.
gets waxed then gets fucked.
It doesn't matter which order it goes in. Just get both.
Actually, no, get waxed then get fucked. And...
Get one before and after. We're gonna go.
What?
But- I'm saying get
Before?
smashed before and then smashed after.
Oh, I got you.
Have some sex before the
Show
wax
him,
and then after.
show him what it's like.
See, it's like a
before
difference.
the
you
wax
know?
and
It's
then
a
like
big.
before and after.
These are game changers.
See how he devours it before and then after?
You know, like sometimes you might want to rub it on his face, and then sometimes it's like,
Like, what do you think? You know, somebody texted me asking me if they could see a reflection once I get my wax.
Bye, guys.